Just press K, so you can check the bookmarks to see when it starts.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the defense. I already kind of gave my feedback on it. We're not calming well enough, as in we were not calling our stables, and we were not calling our backline kill boxes and rotations well enough. And also, we weren't stopping card hard enough. So I'll go over it quickly here. But like right here, our our damage pressure on this cart should prevent this tracer from doing this. And even like for example, right now, if we're not diving, we can even put monkey here on the corner. So this is LOSing the Zen and the like actual damage dealers on their team. So it's a stable position because our Ana has LOS and we're LOSing the enemy backline. Right? Agreed?
Uh, I think I go there.
No, you don't.
I do.
Yeah, but I call it, and like it's just way too late at this point because it's past the corner, and now I have to give a lot of space and have to chill by Mega.
Okay, so is their backline diveable right now? No. I want to put it this way. We're either in one of these two states. We're either in the stable state where we have superior cart pressure, or we're posturing for dive. Okay? We're either in one of these two. But right now it's like we spent like 10-15 seconds posturing, and so this is good. But it's like this whole time, if we were in a stable state, my Ana really should be just playing back here, and my monkey should be playing here or somewhere where he's not going to get poked out, right? So by the time we go for this nade, it's confusing, right? Like, are we stabling or are we engaging? It's unclear to me. I think at this time, we're unable to engage because the backline has not walked up yet. And we still, since the backline's here, or either here or here doing nothing, we should still have superior like neutral pressure in our stable position. Does that make sense? That means brig packs on my DPS. That means Ana pressure within LOS of my monkey. Even Ana pressure on ball is good. So in my opinion, that's why we lost this space. Does that like make sense to everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
My confusion is how can I stop a ball from going? Because I could sit there like 5-10 seconds earlier, but the reason we gave the space was because the ball started disrupting our backline.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
mainly like my backline needs to LOS this area until we're actually going for, unless we see an actual opportunity here, because we were kind of just AFK in this area, and then they pushed through here because their ball and tracer did a lot like without being punished because it felt like we were trying to set up for something that was a little bit forced. Right? B, just maintain that strong neutral setup, do your neutral pressure with your backline, and then when we're ready to go or we see their backline walking up, we stop them from participating because we can actually just go for a dive.
yeah.
This is a little awkward backline position. We cut LOS here.
I can't back my tracer because I'm afraid it's top trade. I wasn't really sure what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, we just have to. We have to stable and get out.
We have to stable back. Yeah, we're still trying to.
And I think if you're unable to rotate, you just try and play here as on a break until we're able to come back. There's something in the moment situational. We need a stable, we still need a stable, we still need a stable, we still need a stable.
This was like Jade got stuck. I wanted you to walk back main toward our tracer. That's what I thought you were gonna do, and then you went stairs, and I'm like, oh fuck. Like, I didn't know that. I don't know, my thought was like, since the brig just went up there without even considering you being there, I was like, let's just get the fuck out.
Right. But yeah, we need a stable, like really hard, really bad. We can even use ults to do that if like we need to. It's if we see any opportunity to ult there and like live, do so, because otherwise they're gonna get all this cart for free and they're gonna own ship by the time you guys are trying to come back, which makes it like infinitely harder. This is the best kill box here. So if we need to use like 2 ults to even just like hold this for a second, it's totally worth it. My backline got split here. We're unable to peek here without Brig. Just make sure we're together.
I was dead. I'm walking back from spawn.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying my Ana should not
Okay.
climb up here by herself in front of Frey LOS and where she can get pile drive.
Okay.
Pass into the iris.
I'm not trying to flame. I'm just, you know, just trying to say it how it is. We can't split her backline. This this nade is pretty good.
We can't live through it, so it doesn't matter.
But yeah,
Even if we're trying.
Into the iris.
I know our ringer's out of position too, but it's whatever.
I didn't have primal.
Yeah, that's okay.
I had the primal there, but I didn't.
Yeah, like honestly, we set up here. Hit scan can be on top of ship too, so our backline's even more protected on a Brig, and we engage them in these choke points. So stop them from ever peeking out. Stop them from ever making a rotation. Why did we bubble here? Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to push. None of Freya. It's good. So now we're stabling, right? We're stabling, clearing ball out. And really, like, this peak 2 doesn't make sense, because what are we doing? We're trying to stable ball. So I think you guys should go here, and then peak ball while LOSing their backline. Because we're still in this state of, we're stabling from ball.
Yeah. Maybe.
So now ball's out, we can go. Nice. So like, ideally here, we still set up for this area and we go on this rotation. Like if we got set up in time, I think it's possible we could have. Maybe we're just a little slow. We need to dive this right now and dive this right now. Because this is the time they're rotating.
Yeah, because as soon as they're in that mega side, it's just impossible for us to do anything else. And then
Exactly,
like they're
yeah.
gonna be able to push cart and like literally support their tracer, and I just lose the fight because it's like I can't do anything. It's just like we're like I know I was like raging about us being too slow, but it's legitimately the case. Like we aren't set up fast enough to hit them on the rotates, and because of that, we just give them we give them an inch and they take a mile, and then it's just so much harder for me to do my job.
I mean, I was there
And,
and,
like,
I
that's
asked
where
for
the-
scouting and I just didn't get it. I would have gone, but I just didn't know where anything was.
Yeah, it's okay. Next time we know what to look for the kill box. We know we have to see that rotation and we have to hit it. So on this point, it's going to be difficult to go all the way up there because it's not. I don't think it's we can hit a
can't hit
nade
that
here,
nade.
but it's just it's a little bit awkward. It's easier if we can find a timing to walk my on a break here, and then look for a hit this way. But until then, it's like we can just comfortably play a neutral where we just take these angles, right? And then they cannot push cart, especially on freaking Zen Brig. Like they cannot nade our monkey off cart. So we are just infinitely stable here until we find a time where they're actually vulnerable.
Right, we keep trying to read into that room. Again, I mean, against on a Brig, I get it, but like, yeah, since there's Zen Brig, we can play slower and we'll win. But I just like live on better angles.
Yeah, unlucky volley, my honor.
And I peeked knowing I couldn't hit that nade, so it's just my fault.
It's okay. And the backline comm here that I think would help is just, okay, I'm rotating out 3, 2, 1, then just walk, break shield, this damage, my Ana walks this way. Keep it simple. That way you're not like jiggling this angle where you can just get spammed out by Phrasen.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice primal. Quick Freya. Ball is out. Probably wouldn't chase that far. He's just megas to get. We need a setup, right? Prioritize our setup. So this, like, my backline gets split. Like, fuck the ball,
Yeah,
right? My Tracer can come back and mark card
yeah.
if needed. We need a setup for a nade in the same area. It's the same idea.
I don't think I make it to the top even if I. Yeah.
I think you guys have time. Right? You just need to start the rotation earlier. Like, they did get almost team wiped except for, like, ball. But if you can't make it to the top, it's okay. Just play for the other kill box, right? Either way, we still got kind of split. And that's what caused us to die. Make sure we're calming it. Alright, good setup here. Now we're stabling because ball's in. Yeah, I think we LOS the nano here. Kind of unlucky.
Yeah, that's on me.
It's okay, we give space. Good jump here. And we stable ball. That's good. Now here,
Why couldn't we go on the Zen? I kept asking you, Johnson, and you kept saying no. I couldn't figure
I
out
had
why.
Because I was like, I calmed it. I was like, I was helping peel the tray because I was afraid that like the tray had pulse at the time.
We had called that she had used already.
Okay, well I don't remember in the situation, so yeah, and I couldn't go, like, and I probably like low key I used all my blinks already, so I was like kind of having to chill.
yeah, I mean, it's whatever. In hindsight, my Ana break can definitely walk into this room and then rotate back up here to high ground. But maybe we didn't have information. It's alright.
So I mean, I end up forcing the trank anyways, but then it gets super awkward. I feel like that was just like a troll on their end, but we're trying to like, I don't know. Now I'm stuck at a turn.
Milky takes a little too much poke here.
60 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we have a very awkward like stable there. We got a little bit confused. So now we're stable, and now their ball just left, so it would be a really good time to go now. Let's see the nade. Kind of unlucky.
It's fine. I mean, we still force trank anyways, but.
Pass into the iris.
Yeah, good force.
Pass into the iris.
Can you rewind a second?
That's been unfortunate. I think we can.
You run like 5 more seconds back.
Yeah.
So when we hit here, I want to see where you go. Hey, look what?
Pass into the
Wait,
iris.
there's that. We just turn Zen.
Yeah, it's just a little strange. Honestly, I think if we can hit in this area instead of inside the room, it would be like
You never want to like generally speaking, you never want to dive into closed spaces.
it's just way too
Okay, but I have
easy
primal.
like to cut LOS.
No, you're fine. Okay, the primal's fine, but
It's just way too
I'm
easy
trying to
cut
figure out why you
LOS.
went after the tray instead of just coming Zen with me when I called it. I mean, it's not like I guess it's still Trank, but then you wouldn't have had to recall and then be stable.
Also, by hitting us inside the room here, we're just basically giving up our Frey angle. Our Frey can see this, but cannot see inside the room.
Pass into the iris.
I couldn't do it because I got like booped by the ball and I didn't have like low
I'm
key.
saying
I don't
before
think
that,
I.
you went for
Well,
the tray instead, like the clip on the tray.
It's
I have
okay,
to, like,
it's
mark-
okay.
It's off.
It's
Okay,
micro.
because
It's
we
micro.
couldn't.
Don't worry
Okay,
about it.
the reason why is because pause. No, the reason why is because like we couldn't stable properly and like I kind of had to go on the point and stall it out, so then we can
What
like
point
have
did you go
another
on the-
turn.
That's not what I'm saying.
What?
You're like I'm saying like when we called to go in, fuck the nade hitting. Fuck like we're stable enough. We lived through the hit. The ball's rolling and doing nothing. When I went to the Zen and called the Zen, you blinked twice at the tracer, and then recalled. Now you're awkward instead of just going on the Zen. And I mean we still force Trank, but I think you live less. You probably live because then you don't have to recall. That's what
Probably.
I'm asking because this happens a couple of times with dive where it's like I'll call our target and you'll go take the duel, even though we're going in the same direction. It's like we go on two different things, and then it's like we're awkward. That's why I'm trying to ask. I get you were on point before that, or you had to go back to point, or you got like after the fact. It was saying like on the engage, it was like I'm like watching myself get actually like ignored because the tray's not doing anything for you to need to mark her or shoot her.
Okay.
You just went for her. That's why I'm asking.
Fair point. Fair point.
Anyways.
But anyway, I think the biggest issue is we did not play for
A
this.
better kill box.
We fucked up this dive, and then after we actually won this fight, we failed to make the rotation and set up on a break back here. So this is like a much worse position. And when we're here, we still again failed to dive the area where we actually have our DPS pincer.
I never played that corner. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know what was going on in my brain because I can just hold that corner in AFK. This first one, I kept diving top left because I'm trying to stage for the nade early. I guess I think was the call, which is fine. And then, but it's like I'm just corner.
This is all good.
Right now.
I don't know why
Like,
we jumped
unironic-
on the cart. This is not necessary. Just like break and touch cart.
Go ahead, Johnson.
Look, I'm rewatching it and like I'm like genuinely telling you like with this or like I'm not like probably like maybe, but like I also think I'm hold up. I need to get back to it because I accidentally just like spammed out of it, you know.
You're fine.
But-
I'm asking it to like actually prompt a conversation. I'm not being like, oh, what the fuck. I mean, the fight. I still forced the trank.
I'm telling you, like, okay, I'm looking for my like micro POV, right? And I'm like, honestly, I do really well to ignore the tracer, and I try to go on it.
What?
Like, look, I mean, like, look, you can see, at least like, what I was doing here, right?
Sure.
Okay, let's keep this short. It's micro.
Yeah, really short.
No, but I'm just saying it as like a cohesion wise. This is like a key piece that I really want to understand. Not the fight
Yeah,
itself.
you're good.
The reasoning. Behind it, 'cause
This can be troll. I'm just afraid about the tracer like possibly killing. But then after that, like, this entire rest of the situation is like, I'm trying to like, I feel like I see the bubble, so I'm like trying to force cart and like just
This
play
is
my life
fine.
on cart.
No,
And, like,
is
I'm
fine.
not- And I'm trying to shoot Brig, and I'm calling for Brig at this point probably.
Uh-huh.
I would
And
assume.
I said I don't think I could.
You
'cause I
can't
was
go and you can go Zen. I try to go Zen, and now I'm kind of forced in a bad situation.
Hey, but what?
Like it, like
I
I
guess it
like
was 'cause you
this.
got booped.
Because, yeah, like, unironically, I can't go on the Zen anymore because of, like, look, I am on the Zen. But I can't shoot the Zen anymore. And by the time, like, I recalled, he's already popped his rank.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, that's fine.
No worries.
I mean, that's all. I got no problem being wrong there. That's fine. It was from top down. It looked different. I don't mind.
You're good.
Um,
But I do, yeah, I was gonna say,
okay, this is all good. Best case
This could have been better if I set up the first corner where your marker is, right?
here. Yeah.
Yeah. Because then I wouldn't have to dive at this brig right now.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Especially with their backline back here, like it's pretty good.
How do we not see the Zen?
If you can nade this as they peek, it's really good. I understand why you need a ball. Just like theoretically a 3v1, you guys can force him out off cart, even if he mines here.
Wait, your Freya's point, so we couldn't.
Can you say it one more time?
You just said that like nade the corner where I'm standing right now, where the monkey is, like early.
If our Freya's like on point in a mine, then it makes way more sense to nade. So like you're good. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I just like theoretically this is our hit, and it's only ball in a 1v3, so he's gonna get forced out. We can just chill. Right? We just shoot him at mark cart. It will take a while to kill balls, so really our method of winning this fight is as much pressure here as possible to stop these guys from swinging. Unfortunately, we don't really have an ult here, so it's like, yeah, it's hard. Even even you as well, Johnson, I would suggest you stay fighting your monkeys fight and you let your backline 3v2. Because theoretically, it's just advantageous, right? You can.
I'm not gonna lie, like just for the comms, like Helios was like having a calling it like he was having a really rough time. So I wanted to be there in case we had to touch,
For sure,
or like he
yeah.
had to get off or something. Like,
I
no, like,
understand.
no, I'm not blaming Helios. Like, I'm not saying that as like a bad thing. He was just calling like, I need help on cart. I'm probably gonna die. And I was like, okay, I might need help.
I was under the impression that my nano was going to my tracer and my monkey, so I was like, okay, I'm just fucking dead. But I don't know. It just like I got nanoed, so I was fine.
I know, but like in the moment, that's why I turn is because I hear the comm like I might die here, or you know what I mean. And I'm like, okay, I might have to just get contest or something.
Yeah, for sure. Makes sense. But yeah, now we can look at our map control, and it's suffering really hard because my monkey tracer are back here, and now we're compressed.
They have 2/3 of the map now on us.
Now we're very compressed. Good shot on tracer. Yeah. We win eventually because their ball made a bad play. Like, let's be honest, that was not a good mines pile drive into like our entire backline.
Yeah, I think you just had to because there was like a second left on the.
Yup. Eat this shit out of that whiteboard.
Fuck that stupid whiteboard. Sorry.
Alright, we're stabling because their ball tracer are doing their cycle.
I fuck up.
We can take our time with that. We can stable for as long as it takes to clear them. We're fighting Tracer because she's at a Brig LOS. That's really good. Our Tracer is in Brig LOS. Their Tracer is not. So we wait for this 1v1 to happen. We kill her, right? Nice. And now we can walk up. And 3, 2, 1. My backline peaks now. We do hit the nade. A little bit mistiming here.
No, I'm just fat.
Yeah, you're fat. I think you, you just failed to get up the
Yep.
wall. This is good. Doing another cycle here. We would have killed if we would have killed if either my Freya peaked at the same time or my Ana hit a shot or nade at the same time. So just like a small timing issue. Make sure.
Yeah, 3-2-1 this. It was just a shame because we were out of turn.
They're just super awkward. Margin of error is like so small just because you guys were like perfectly desynced with each other. We should 3-2-1 this every single time.
I called to take servers, and then like we do take it properly. I was happy with that.
Now, I disagree with this call. I think we can just kill the Zen here with our next Ana cycle.
Okay.
Or at least like force him out, right? Like it seems very free from my perspective.
Yeah.
I was saying, because my Freya and I.
Like he's just 1 HP. Like it's
So now my Freya's
if my Freya just swings here, and my Brig Ana are in high ground, like he's just dead right now.
Yeah, they did
Okay,
not wanna
missed
give
call
that
from
up.
me.
All good. This rotate actually works out for us.
Yeah, low key, but
Ball's in, so we're stabling ball. We're stabling ball. Basically, good position. Now, right now, we have a really strong neutral, maybe except for Freya position.
I just get fucked.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And yeah, I think here just like mechanics and cover usage from both of you. Because we really should not, like, this is a good position
Not-
from,
yeah,
from
it's
all of
fumble.
us. It's just a mechanical fumble. Yeah, you step away from the corner. So, reset. We're stabling. Ball cycle is up. We're stabling. Nice PD. My Freya's on low ground for some reason. And here, like, I like this kill box from Ana. Here and here.
Yeah.
Just when they're
Like
all
not
when
walking
when they're
server
all just stacked here, it's just so free, right? Like if they're on something a little harder to get to, or they're not playing, like maybe they're playing there or there, then yeah, make the rotate, because then you get this nice LOS. But actually, this is a harder nade to hit if they're playing on this corner than like this. So maybe just premature on the rotate. Either way, also I think this Nano is a little bit early too.
Yeah.
So we're stabling, right? Their ball tracer's doing their cycle, we're not peeking it. We can win this without ults. So 4v2 in that room. And now we're peeking, now we ult. And here it's like, I really want to wrap this way. If my Brig wants to walk up, try and walk up to this corner, and my Tracer can wrap either here or around here and get Brig support really easily.
Okay.
Actually, do you have Ana LOS there? Yeah, you do. I think my Freya and my Brig maybe a little bit too close right here. Rally. Cover usage problem with my Ana.
Into the iris.
They layer better, and we should probably lose this fight because of it.
Yeah, like in theory, we're not rallying like here, right? In theory, we're rallying like when these
We're on top
guys,
of backline, right?
not necessarily on top of backline because our Brig can't like climb up this wall, but like when
Right.
they're forced to touch cart, because this is our the way we like leverage our backline LOS from server here is because it puts a lot of pressure on cart. So when whoever is forced to touch cart is touching cart, we punish with our ultimates, right? We can confirm these kills. We can force them out. When they try and do something, we punish with ultimates. But their cart is going to be the weaker position than our cart. We can create that situation with our Ana. And yeah, they mines here, and because we didn't space correctly, this is a big issue. Because like we should be able to just disengage this way with their backline. We're unable to. But that's the last fight, right? 10 seconds.
10 seconds remaining. Overtime.
Nice touch. Nice try. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, what do those ideas make sense about like the stable positions and the like diving timings, and then like the backline LOS problems that we had?
Yeah. I still think I lack like this is I mean it's just like a me issue, but I still don't know where our backline's supposed to stand a lot on that map.
Do you want to go over the
Like where the
attacker positions or the
strong
defender
positions
positions?
are. Uh
I can just go really quickly. Like
yeah, please.
on second point here, okay, well on first point it's like this one, and then as soon as you get the timing to walk up, you make this rotation,
Yeah.
and then the server one we know, and then second point you want to walk up here on this side, um, for like this kill box, and as soon as you
Yeah.
find the timing to rotate, you do this rotation, and at this position you can have this kill box.
Okay.
You can even rotate into ship and then get a better nade through here, but that's like a less common. And then this one, you just stand here and you can land nades in this area. Or you can, if Monkey's like camping up here, you can nade him. That's fine too. And yeah, you can swing like here. That's fine. Just make sure you're keeping your distance really well. You don't necessarily have to rotate. Like this is just fine LOS. If you get a team wipe, you can rotate up here. But yeah,
Okay,
that's like
I think defense I'm fine with like everything except last point. So last point you is high ground like
just there.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like whenever I go there I just get naded and die.
I think
So
high
yeah,
ground is
just skill
troll.
gap.
I mean, you can still play like you can still play bottom. It still works. It's fine.
I think the high ground on third point, that bridge, is just completely troll. But that's just me.
I don't think it's troll. I think you can play here and not get naded. Because if they nade on the wall, you're like far enough away. So just down there. But yeah, for sure, like that position's good too.
Yeah.
It's just that like the kill box here can only really be hit if you're on is here. Here, then your kill box is this area. Right?
Makes sense.
Can I not? Okay, now this might sound really fucking dumb, but for that first kill box that you showed, can I not do the same nade on not the high ground from that bottom door?
Yeah, you
To
can.
have more cover?
Yeah.
So then why am I going high ground?
Better.
It's safer from tracer. That's
Part of
usually
the
why
path,
you,
too.
yeah, when you want to be like up off the
Yeah.
ground.
What if there's a widow in
It-
play?
Then you,
There's a widow, I'm not
yeah.
standing there.
If the widow, yeah, you don't want to take like super long peek into widow. If they have widow, you just play for like a shallower angle like this, right? And you'd never have to peek that. Your monkey can drop this way, your nade can land this way, and then we just play for this. And the widow can AFK here all she wants. As soon as she decides to walk up here in a risky position, then we kill her.
Makes sense.
Is that good?
Thank you.
Oh, cool. All right.
Any other maps you want to get voted?
Quick run through Runasapi real quick. Like speed run it. That or Surabasa, I don't mind either.
Yeah.
Whichever you think might have been better than that. And we can just like speed run part of it.
Runasapi.
Let me piss real quick.
Which one do I want to watch? Do you guys have strong preference or no?
Uh,
I think I'm leaning towards Runasapi again, but I know we did that like a
Yeah.
bunch of times.
well, I mean, might as well make it perfect, right?
Okay. 60.
Ready for battle. 5,
I feel like we got pretty hard, just like ult cycle on zero bosses.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, one of these fights on this map, I fat and pressed the Q button by accident. So
It ended up working. But
yeah, I was like, oh, this is like actually not a bad. Oh, never mind. So
All right, really quick, tell me what is the win con when they have the better mid range spam DPS?
big angles.
Yeah, and honestly, we're better at like close range brawl too. Just a little bit. Genobreak is
Yeah.
very good, and just more resources. Like we can out resource their friend line if we play our DPS positions correctly. Where their DPS need a very specific place to like for us to stand where they can damage them. Right? Like they're gonna take 2 strong off angles and they're gonna have a very well defined kill box. So if we just walk into that kill box and try and trade front line, we're probably gonna lose. But there's a couple things we can do, right? We take the angle fight because we have, Genji. That's very good. Genji can just, for example, if Sojourn's here, I'm not saying like this fight, but in like the idea in general, Genji can get +1 or +2 and then just flush it out pretty easy. And then all of a sudden we have better map control. Or if their backline is like baiting really hard, let's say their Sojourn Torb are like very far positions and the Orisa is trying to hold a corner, we just take angles on the Orisa. We swing the Orisa a little bit while trying to like minimize the damage we're taking from this guy and this guy. And that's how we like play around their spam without just walking in and trading damage into Torb Soj at range.
Right up here, sorry, what I miss? This fight felt terrible.
Yeah, it did feel terrible. It was just telling us how to beat the comp. Just play our short off angles and just don't play into their LOS if they're baiting.
I ate a ton of damage here when I tried to push and make space for you guys, but
Yeah.
it worked. It was fine. Like I can admit that.
Objective unlocked.
So this isn't bad.
Like we've wrapped them. They're
I
fucked.
definitely think you should just hold up.
I
I think that happens eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was they damaged me, but then I'm like, oh shit, like this is kind of free. It was not free.
This is good. In theory, we can just 1-1 match this angle, or 2v2 this angle with our hit scan. So not a big deal. Right now, it's a good position because they're very compressed, and they're
We're
like
taking
their front line, is like unable to create distance.
I think maybe my problem was just cooldown trade. It was micro.
Yeah, like for sure you overpush the corner here and you got absolutely shitted on, like your HP. So that's gonna be hard. I think you golded. We have to kite, and now it's like the way we anchor this space, we can not play this lane because they have more spam damage than we do, right? So are we able to get to this corner?
Yeah, that's why I think I was calling for us
really.
to try and do that.
It's just
Yeah, I was
hard,
trying
right?
to I was trying to save for me and Johnson to go right room, but
we have to take the short range off
I
angle
calmed it.
now.
I was like, I'm taking right. I was
Yeah.
fine with that too.
yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I get spammed out or something.
But
I would say I think we all calmed the right things, and then it was like super hard to do, and then we don't.
Yeah,
do
I
it.
couldn't do it. Like I got speared. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's on me.
But yeah, anyway, like that's the position we can actually hold. Orisa, Freya back here, Genji, Brig, Juno. And now we're all of a sudden their Orisa's under a lot of pressure and our Orisa's actually tucked in cover. So their Orisa's prevented from walking forward into our setup.
I
A
think
little
I
bit
should've
awkward
still
here.
tucked there, even with my brig. I think maybe because I backed to try and save my brig, and I think I E'd to save. And it worked,
Yeah, I
right?
should be
Yeah,
dead
you
already.
need a hard use cover, like hard AFK, minimize the damage you're taking. Never peek these guys as much as you can. Your job is just to not let them steal bot right now. That's it.
Should I don't mean I knew that should because when we started to kind of call that we had the stable farther back, should Johnson not develop that way, or is it still fine and we have to like try and retake the space back to like?
well, yeah,
the
I want to
stable
look at my
setup?
micro. Like, just can you go back like 5 seconds? I want to just see something myself.
Because I
play
think
it.
we calmed we
This is
couldn't,
fine.
and you kept developing toward the right, and I'm like, I don't know if
'Cause
we
I'm-
should like try and retake
Because
it.
no one. I guess this sounds fucked, but maybe we didn't have a cutoff, you know? Or I was already way too deep in, and I felt like I had to commit. No.
I don't think you were.
I think it was the right decision for you to disengage here. You you didn't really disengage. You kind of went to this corner where you're punishable.
Yeah.
I gotta start trying to save you. Yeah,
Was the disengage bad? Like what? Where? Like what? Do I just need to go back through the house?
Yeah, I think you legit need to go out
Yeah,
here
that's what
or
I
just
think.
out
Yeah,
there.
that's like the only thing that's bad. Yeah. It was just like I was expecting because I was calm to take or like me and Haley was calm to take the angle. We'd like take it and we could like go on something after. But I didn't
Yeah,
realize we kind of got
um,
fucked on the walk up.
I'm fat. I ate a spear. That's my bad.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think because I think Helios Common was getting fucked, and then I think you kept inching up that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm able to like because we're stabling. I don't know if I'm able to retake it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just
Yeah.
use my shield.
Either way, next time we prioritize short range off angle, create this like really close pincer into their horse, and so their DPS can't just walk into us like that.
I think I need to do better with making cooldowns and then holding better cover.
Yeah. You want to like ideally you use your cooldowns not to survive, but really to push and punish when their DPS decide to walk up, and we have a cycle where we can punish that. Here it's good. Really put my break here like ASAP so we can support this. Let's see. Ray's good. We killed Torb. Nice. Good job. Yeah, Ray being our best all, it's like we should realistically be winning like every fight that we Ray. They don't have anything to match that. Alright. Pretty good setup. We need an ult now because they're walking into our kill box. A little bit slow. This is a good ult. Really good ult. And here it's like they end up going this way. So we want to orient ourselves behind our horse still, kind of in this area, right? Orisa, then my backline can be in this area. Or Genji can be on this side. But if we end up here, I think... Yeah, you bash in this direction. It's going to be a little bit awkward. Like, our backline has clearly shifted. If our backline was playing back here, then yeah, this is the correct disengage. But since we pivoted around our horse this way, that means our backline's going this way, right?
Yeah, I didn't actually realize how stable we were. I thought like they were cooked. And I wanted to pack my Genji.
But this fight was winnable too. I think you guys fell victim to the we're up, we press W. That's unfortunate. The Lucio boops you in too. Really good play from Paradox there. If you... Yeah. I think we expected to win that fight because it was 4v3. But if there's any doubt, use Blade. Just clean it up. Playing this corner. We stopped them from walking up. That's really good timing there. Kind of out of position, Milky. You gotta be on the front line ASAP.
I think I called it too. I was like, I'm being stupid. Hold on.
Yep. So here we're getting a little compressed. We have the option now, since this space is uncontested by the enemy team, to swing this way. Like, really? Go here ASAP with my backline, and then my Risk can stand here and not worry about basically the enemy Sojourn doing this. That's not going to be good for our Orisa. Their Sojourn steps a little too far forward, so that's a good blade. Now, their Sojourn and BAP are like really out of the fight. So, I mean, I don't mind this. I mean, it's like it's okay, but if we're just playing normally in our good setup here, this is where we just turned front line and we killed these two. Because these guys are clearly overextended compared to their back line.
Yeah.
You two, Moki. Or at least target focus, like you two are just way off. If one person's going to go trading backline here, it should be our Dragon Blade, not the
My
other
Freya.
two people. Yeah.
Orisa.
Our backline lives well.
That was
I
the
think
fat
that was a
finger,
fat
right?
finger, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Really unfortunate.
We do get a bunch of early kills here, though. They fucking sucked at doing it.
Yeah, they should have died on cart. Always die cart. Alright, setup. It's okay. Try and minimize what you're doing here because this is actually the 2v1 that we're about to take. If we can just call that we're doing that, we can really try and play passive and tuck in the time our DPS is not with us. They run it down on our back line. We do kill the Torrid. Their Lucio should die, my break should survive.
This dash is troll.
Very
I just
good.
troll. I thought he hit his shots on the fucking bath and was gonna force out Immort way quicker.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, both my DPS die. My Freya overpeaks too. So yeah, not too bad like positionally there, but just micro. Alright, here's the setup. Oh, my Juno survives, barely, good. Now we can't hold this corner, right? Cart is here. We don't really care if they take this angle, it's okay, we can mark it at range. But I really want us to swing here.
Yeah.
If their Sojourn's being stupid, like she's not swinging this way, their Sojourn Bab should just be swinging this way right now, and our Orisa should be getting forced out. So we get pretty baited on the right side. Went up 3 stacked here. It's not the end of the world, but this is like suicide. These guys can just Lucio speed 3v1 her whenever they want to, as soon as they recognize this is happening.
Is that
Yeah.
not the right play to go? You just said to bring everyone out left, but I guess because we didn't, it's suicide.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like
You-
I
you had
I
just
should
said,
be
like,
there.
You had just said that, like once they stabled to the left of this Terisal originally, they should have gone right back out, so I could hold that corner still. But everyone went down into this lane on this ramp.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so now, like I'm saying, like technically the Freya's right. It's just alone, it's suicide.
Yeah, exactly,
now.
yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
So yeah, now it's like we really want to have this distance, or you can stand out here, it's fine. We want to have this distance between our front line and back line, so this doesn't happen where we're compressed and then we're just on an island. If the Orisa wants to W key and ult, we can just push her back with our own Orisa, or if she uses gold and uses like full CDs to get past you, our backline should just speed ring and press S. Like we're perfectly safe if we have that distance. I think this was a good fight here. We cleared the angle. The window, we pushed through. That's good. Good response. I think the raise is reasonable. That's good.
I definitely die without it.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the ulticon, it's probably better if we use another like less valuable ult here instead of Ray, and then we can just win a fight by Ray itself, especially against Lucio.
Yeah.
But your decision in the moment is reasonable. Flip map here. Oh yikes! Okay, what's going on? Definitely,
should I
definitely a
stuff
scouting
this?
problem. Yeah, you have to
it's
stuff
just
it.
because I have to stuff with my ult 100%.
Yeah, so Orisa here, Genji, you play this wall as well, and my backline can play out here. When we actually have the opportunity to push card away from them, and then we can go back. But this can be the setup. We are just standing on this choke. And this is a really good close range engagement that we talked about with our Genji angle. We have Blade too, so it's really good. We can use like any of these ults here with Blade, and I think
So
that fight will work out for us.
Is the flip bad purely because of where our supports are?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like our supports are wrong. I think our supports are right. It's like us as that 3 core flipped out. Because to me, I'm like, oh, we just my thick brain. Because the big thing we talked about before was like getting more open for our DPS, especially like Freya and shit.
Yep. It was
With our
too.
supports being there.
Yeah, we
have
just
to
didn't make the
push.
rotate in time.
Okay.
So if we recognize or, yeah, I don't know.
No, it makes sense. I just had to
It's just the wrong column. Yeah. You peek way too hard here too. You get chunked. I think you're trying to peel our break, but yeah.
I peeled our brig and then I think there was a call. I think
Like this
I don't
repeak
remember.
here is not good. I don't know what you're trying to do without gold. So we stable, we stable, we stable. You guys can just swing out this way a little more. These guys are like mid-range angle right here. It's fine. What they're gonna suffer from is my Freya angle like here and here. So I really want to see like now this is looking really juicy for us, right? This would be a good time to punish. I think we do use ults here.
This ends now.
Good ult. Good blade. You need to survive.
I would say we don't win this.
Yeah, so we just chill, right? Like we got our pick. We have to survive there. We can win the 4v5 slowly, like we talked, or the 5v4 rather slowly. And we can also just take the frontline trade. As soon as it's 5v4, we just take the frontline trade and we're chilling. But we also want to prevent like this position here and this position with my brig maybe a little too close because they can like use their ults and try and get a spike in pressures or just run it down and try and trade us. So in these mid fights, we got our pick because they were the ones that walked up their back line. We killed them, we punished them. I want us to swing our back line in a safe distance and just take frontline trade in the 5v4. We're going to win that for sure because we're up one. Even if they ult, our backline is spaced far enough back to survive their ults. Yeah, my Freya walks up and dies. Very good hit scan angle. Make sure you're shooting at Orisa here, she's overextended. Nice. Good. This is very good Genji play here, that's very good angle. Yeah, that's like exactly the kind of thing we wanted. We wrapped on them, we took the supported angle here, we took the Frey angle, we took the Genji angle, and we made it close range for them. We made it really close range and difficult.
60 seconds remaining. Enemy forward spawn.
We have Juno ult. How do we win? They have window, we have Juno ult.
Just go into them with Juno.
Yeah, we just stack as much as possible, we go in. If we can get 5 people in the Juno ult, we can overpower the window for free. We can overpower their Torb ult, whatever. So I think we're too split, given that our fight plan was to Juno ult. this kill on cast is great. Like, but I need us to be playing in the Juno ult. And actually, at this moment, only my Orisa is really playing in the Juno ult.
I'm not gonna lie, we did calm that we were gonna use Polo up top.
Okay.
Yeah, but maybe I don't need to be there.
You can also like play for an ult here, and then if it doesn't work out, we don't have to push down here. It's kind of awkward. We can just wait for them to come in the corner again, and then we ult on the corner.
Yeah.
Especially if you're holding top in the neutral, then this is just your off-angle pincer here. Super easy. Nice. Try not to give up too much space here, Milky. You're just on the corner. Orisa runs it down. Good rally. We just gotta shoot horse. You can blade this for sure. Their Lucio's way overextended. Go for Lucio, go for Lucio. Nice. Milky's a little overextended here. A lot overextended. You almost die. Oh, what happens to our back line? So yeah, until these people are dead, Milky, just stand here. Or stand here. You can stop them from peeking. I think it's just mechanics here a little bit. And then our Freya... yeah, like if you guys need a Kaya as a backline, just use this wall as cover. You can go back here, Brig, Freya, and then play for this, right? We can even go all the way back here if needed. So these guys are way overextended. They're going to die if we just, you know, player cover, player lives for a sec. Definitely overheated there. I walked up too far. Okay, good setup. Good Genji angle. I think maybe a little premature. Okay, the Juno ult, we really want to walk forward with our Juno ult. But I think the issue here is we're pushing off time of our Juno ult. So do we have Juno ult to start this fight? Not quite. We have it right about now. So if we want to push, now is the time. Walk up a Juno ult and
The
speed
reason
rank
that
Q.
we were off-timed on this one was because I said I had it and people started walking and I just didn't have it.
Oh, okay,
That's-
okay. Right.
That's my fault, but I was like so confident that I built it fast enough that
Okay, yeah, makes sense. It's still
I
winnable.
can see how that'd be a problem.
Maybe not winnable. If one person was alive for like a second longer there, I'd probably just use a result.
Enemy forward spawn room activated.
I think we win this fight though, right? It's the last fight.
Yeah,
I didn't feel good, I don't think.
no, it was really.
It was like a 7-man Orisa surge was the reason we won.
Yeah, we basically wrap on them really well. One thing that's missing here is you guys are stacking the DPS angle. Just put my Freya here, and then
Yeah,
take this long.
I ended up telling, like, I think I said mid-fight for my Freya to play the opposite angle, and I'm pretty sure they said they were, and then they wrapped it.
Yeah, besides that, like, yeah, basically perfect fight there. We got them in our close range pincer, and we landed huge result. Yeah, cool. Does that make sense more with like the backline spacing I was trying to talk about?
Yeah, I I walk up way too much, especially in the mid fight.
Yeah. And when they're on like normal, quote unquote normal backline comps, but those like actually deadly support ultimates, you will get punished a lot for that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
It makes sense. Thank you.
Thanks.
There you go.
Awesome.
While we're on it though, I feel like obviously we have our match tomorrow, and like we're not practicing anything for our match, but I do want to bring up like for the next scrim Thursday, what I was talking to Helios other or yesterday, like what we want to start working on, and it's like I know like um I know we were already trying to work on it, but I mean like get it done right, you know, and that's like team comms or like comm structure. We were already trying to work a little bit on it today, but it's a little bit more like rough. But like uh, when we get the chance, like maybe Thursday, if we could like show up a little bit earlier for scrim, and then like I can just run it down through like what we want to try to do and stuff. Is that possible, or do we want to do that? Like, what's up? Because I do want to. I want to go over the stuff like from the doc, like just some of the basic, like the stuff that we think we need help the most. Because like ult tracking we're fine on, right? But I really want to just get us a good like the comm stuff in particular that has like a really good stuff is like actually really helpful for you, Milky Way, and it's like fight planning and such, and like we can all talk, and it like it's a great. I feel like it takes a bit of time to get accustomed to, but like it's the best method for us to have to have like a nice clear calm structure with our fight planning, and I kind of want you to go. I want to specifically like get you to help because I kind of want you to be the one to like start the conversations for the fight plans and such. Because I feel like you've already been trying to do that anyway, and I just figured it'd be better if we do it, or if I like show you what kind of like what we kind of want to be looking for, right?
Was that not something? I feel like we did this today. The what where and like ults what where kill box like when with what else. I don't really understand what we missed. The early part, other than the fact that it
It
wasn't
was
registered.
anyone. Okay,
But
never mind then.
I will not be here Thursday, but I'm open to
We don't have to go over
whatever.
it then. It's fine.
I mean, we can. I'm just like, I felt like we you went over it already with me, and I feel like we tried to do it today. I don't really understand. Like, not the point of it, but I don't understand the need for it. For like, we already were working toward it, and today was like, I thought was better, unless it's like not being heard.
I think it got worse. I'm gonna be honest.
What?
Not because of you, but because like for example, like King's Row was like an example as to like where I felt like it got worse, low key. Not, and I'm not saying that just because of you, right? But it's like we took way too like it. Maybe it's just like all of us were starting slow or something. But I don't know. I don't want to be mean about it, but
No, go ahead. I want to hear it. No, I'm interested. Go ahead.
like
Bring it.
it's just like a lot of the issue. Like we just like with King's Row, right? No, no flame, but like as